Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Sharon and this is Fun with Cross Stitch. Today's Wednesday the 21st and this is floss tube number 30. Now it's about lunchtime this time. I'm normally doing them earlier, but I had to go down the shops and thought got to get down there early before it gets too busy. So I went down there and done that. I started filming this about lunchtime, so it should be up by the end of the day. If not, it will be up in the morning. Now, I'd like to welcome all my existing subscribers and viewers. Thank you for coming back every fortnight. I really do appreciate you coming back and sitting there and stitching or just listening to what I have to say and to watch what I have to show you. I really do appreciate it. I'd like to welcome all my new subscribers and viewers. Thank you for finding my channel. I seem to have a fair few since the whip parade. Thank you for joining me. It's really appreciated. If you haven't hit the subscribe button and you do like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, and then you'll know when I put the next video up. This is a channel about cross stitch. I do show knitting. Sometimes I'll show project bags that I make and other sewing things, but not very often. I normally try to do a separate one for that. You will see Tiger at time to time. He is in here at the moment, so we'll see how we go. He's seeing what mischief he can get up to. Who knows? He always helps in his own little way. Okay, today I have 11 projects to show you. He's trying to get cottons already. See, there we go. I have some giveaways to do. Also got some haul to show you. And I'm going to spin the wheel to see what I work on over the next fortnight. But I thought what we might do first is the giveaways. Now I've already done the random comment picker and it's already picked them, so I'll show you. Someone's come to say hello before we get into it. Here's Tiger. He's come to see what he can get into. Hopefully he doesn't jump on the table like he did last time. But he likes to get into mischief, as you'd know. There you go. Now I have cat hair all over me. Okay, so the giveaways was Starlight Spell. This is just a little gift, a beads one. And this one was won by Mrs. Higgins. Congratulations, Mrs. Higgins. I'll comment on your comment. If you can send me an email with your address, that would be great, and then I can pop it in the post to you. Right, the next one was Sea. This one is Sea Life, another full little kit. And this one was won by Susan Bartlett. Congratulations, Susan. I'll comment on your comment. If you can send me an email with your mailing address, and then I'll get that in the post for you. And the third one was Play, Country Companions. And this one was run by Bronwynne Julienne. I will put up the winners. I will put them up here as well. So congratulations, Bronwynne. If you can send me, I'll comment on all these comments. And if you can email me your address, and then I will get them in the mail as soon as I can. The mail up here is okay for sending out. I don't know how long it's going to take depending on where it's going to. But once it's in the mail, it will arrive. I'll get a tracking number and send you a tracking number, and we'll see how we go. Okay, congratulations to all the winners. Okay, let's get into these whips. Tiger's down here waiting. I don't know what he's waiting for, but he's waiting. Okay, the first one is Warmth of Home. No. Welcome to the World. I'll get it right, didn't I? This is Welcome to the World by Doreen Jones. This is one I'm doing for our grandson. Now I've got all the animals done. I've got the banner in. I've just got to put the words in. I've done one balloon, and then I've just got to do what's down the bottom. So I should get stuck into this one this afternoon, because this one isn't going through. I want to get this one finished. And that's where this one is. So I haven't got much to do. I've only got a balloon over this side, fill in the 2 prams, and then the words underneath, and a bit of back stitching. So not much to go on that one, and then that's finished. And I'm going to try and get a frame. I've seen one where where it's got balloons going around the outside. So I was thinking maybe something like that. I'll see what I can get. Tiger, what are you trying to get into? You can probably see the back side of him. Oh, he's trying to get to the sewing machine. He knows the cotton's still on there. I covered it over with a towel so he couldn't see it. Tiger. Okay, next one. Oh, I didn't count the stitches on that one. Alright, this one is The 16th Century by ABC. This is a chart I got off Etsy, by memory. And this one I did 738 stitches. And I started in the middle just to make sure that it was all positioned correctly. There it is. Don't you get up there. No. Tiger. He likes to jump on the cupboard to see what he can get into. Oh, I can't hold it today. There we are on this one. Now all the purple's new, and I'm pretty sure some of this one is new, which you'll see in the before picture. But it's supposed to be all one colour, according to the picture anyway, but just different shades of the brown. So what I thought I would do is I'm using water lilies, which is 204, which is this one. I've got 10 skeins of that, so I'm using the water lilies for the main colour. And for the border around it, I'm using a Silks For You. I'm not sure of the colour name because it was in the Silks For You box last year. So that's what I'm using for the border around that. And I thought the purple and the brown will go together. And with this fabric, I think it will be okay. So I think it'll be okay like that. I didn't want to just do it all the one. And I was thinking, because that's got browns and reds in it, or burgundies, which is not showing up properly, but I was going to just do a darker colour of that. And I thought, why not do it something that's going to stand out? So I had a look around with my cottons, and I don't get much of a chance to use the Silks For You, so I thought I would do the purple. We'll see how it turns out, but at the moment I think it's looking okay. I've got one whole big tub to show you today, and I've got one tub ready for next time. Okay, this is one from Artecy. It's called Tigers. I'm doing this one on 16 count Aida. They're all done on Aida so far. I'm going to try Lugana and Even Weave next year. Just to, not next year, but I'm going to buy some for next year. And then when I do my new starts 2024, I will start on those ones. Just to see what it's like. I've never used anything else but Aida. Let's see. Tigers. I got 596 stitches done. So I more or less just picked a colour. Might be an idea if I show you the right way up. thought it was looking a bit odd. I more or less just picked a colour down here and just went wherever it went. So I'm just sort of doing in an area, just doing his mouth, his nose, and then I'll just eventually work outwards. So it was 596 stitches and I'm on 3.26%. Sorry about that, I just had a call coming in. I don't know if it stopped the video, I hope it didn't. I'll be calling, I'll ring back after I finish my video. Okay, the next one. Okay, this one is my husband's children. This one I'm doing for their mother. This was at Alyssa's graduation. Now this one I got 365 stitches on. I mainly just did enough so I could take it through. Now I'm pretty sure it goes that way. Pretty sure I put the needle minder to the top. Yes. And I'm thinking that's near his arm, near Samuel's arm. I'm thinking it's here somewhere. Down this way, this one. Well, that's what I'm thinking anyway. But when we do a bit more, we'll find out. That's on very hard Aida. This one's done on 18 count Aida. Very hard Aida, that one, very stiff. But as I work with it, it will loosen up. Oh, I have to do a cat fur. I think this one is Hubble Bubble. Yes. So this is Hubble Bubble by Lisa Parker. Now I'm working along the bottom. I've made it to the other side, which is good. So now I'm just working up. I'll do whatever fits in the Q snap now. Oh, this cat fur. Okay, with this one I got 1,157 stitches and I'm on 13.87%. And here I am with this one. See, I've made it across to the other side. So quite happy about that. So now I'll just work up and over. I'll just do whatever fits in the Q snap now, which might be most of this little kitty. Might even get his head in, or very close to. So that one's coming along. That is one of my favourites. I have a goal. Yes, I have a goal for this one next year, which I'll go through a few goals at the end. Okay, the next one. This is another favourite. This is Warmth of Home by Shimeral. Now I've made it to the bottom and working across on this one. This one I did 809 stitches and I'm on 48.21%. So this one is coming along quite nicely. And here we are with this one. So what I'm doing is I'm just working across. I pick a symbol, the last symbol that's vacant here, and just take it either across or up wherever it goes. But I won't go any further than that. I'll catch up this. I'm not going to go right across because every time I try and count right across and like just do a couple of stitches here, here, here and here, I end up counting wrong. So I like to go across with the whole thing. So what I'll do is I'll pick wherever the next spot is, like there's a couple of spots there, vacant spots, so I'll pick whatever symbols they are. If they go up here, there's a few up here, I'll put them up here or down here, whichever way it goes. And I'll work it across that way. I'm loving the way these blues are coming up though. I really like this one. This one in Hubble Bubble is a good favourite of mine, as well as Toy Shop. Okay, this one is Stargazer. Yes, this is Stargazer by Mirabella. This is the way it's been charted. Now I've changed the colours. So I'm doing mine green and orange. Now I do have the conversion chart if anyone is after it. I just think it looks beautiful in the green and the orange. I don't think I counted the stitches on this one. Oh, I could have. I'm not sure. Let me have a look. Oh, if I did, I didn't write it down. I know I've been counting the stitches on a lot of these ones for a few challenges that I'm doing, but I didn't write it down. There we go. And here's Stargazer. Really loving this one. It just seems to pop on the blue. Now I worked on this part of the dress coming down here, and then I came down this ribbon, and then I'm going to work back up the ribbon because I'd rather work up than down. So I just come along the border of the ribbon, and then I'll work up until this part's done, and then I'll find another anchor spot, go down a line, and then I'll work up like I've been doing. But loving the way she's popping on the blue fabric. I'm going to get all the stitching done, and then I will do all the beading at the end. So I think I will start right at the top near her head, because that way I can roll the fabric up, do the top of her head, and then come down with the beads, and that way I'm not squashing any of the beads. Well, that's my idea of doing it anyway. Okay. This is a new start. This one I started this month. This is Dark Jungle, Temple and Tigers. This is a, I hope that's not too glary. This is one we're doing as a sale. This is from Ciro Marchetti. Doing as a sale with Judy from Aussie in a Kiwi World. She has a hashtag Dark Jungle, I think it's called. I'll have to double check that. I'll put it in the show notes anyway. But I started down the bottom instead of starting in the middle this time. So I've done the bottom here. I'm going to do the flower, and then I'm going to get into that tiger. I was thinking of working it diagonal, but I don't think that works for me because I don't like to park. I've tried it and I couldn't follow where I put the cottons. So I thought, no. So what I've done is started down the bottom there. Now I've done 847 stitches and it's on 0.24%. Now that's the shape where the flower was going to come in. It's a bit of glare, sorry about that. So I will do a bit more of the dark colour up the sides, and then I'll do in the flower, and then I should be able to start the tiger. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to starting the tiger. I don't think I'll be taking this one off the Q-snap for a while because there is so much fabric for this one. It's done on 18 count, so it's fairly big. I think it's nearly as big as Toy Shop. And Toy Shop I don't like to take off too many times. Once I get it on the Q-snap, I like to leave it on there until I'm nearly finished filling the Q-snap, and that way it's a good time to move it. I have a knitted project to show you today too. It's not finished, but I'm at a good point. Okay, this one is Artecy, Map of Australia. I'll get the glare off. Now I've worked down this side up to the Opera House, and I have started going around now. I think I'm about here, because instead of keep going on that side, I thought I'd come over, seeing as it was out of the queue snap for the whip parade, I'd start on this side. So I'm bringing this side over. So loving this one. This one I've got 701 stitches on, and I'm on 41.52%. I think this one's a 16 count aider. So I did most of this time, and a little bit up here. So I'm just going to keep bringing it over to the end of the map, and then I'll start bringing it up. But I pick a colour in here, and if it's up here, I'll go up here. If it's across here, I'll go here. So it just depends on where the colour's going to take me. But this one's done on, it's a Crafty Leanie fabric, and it's Bushfire. This one I bought a couple of years ago. Just love it. Her fabric is so nice. It's so soft. It's not too soft, but it's nice and soft, and it's very nice to stitch on. Oh, squish them in the tub. Okay, we have only 2 left. This one is Elephant Puzzle. Next time you see these cover pages, I'm going to have them laminated. So this one is Elephant Puzzle by Adrian Chesterman, and it's a pain-free crafts. Now I've done the outline and most of the inside of that giraffe and the little giraffe, and because it was out of the queue snap, I moved it. I've got a bit of the elephant at the back there. Now I'm working down here on this lion, so I thought I'll do the lion, and that part of the elephant will come in, whatever fits in the queue snap, and then I might just come over to the edge of the elephant and then work up, and then come back and do the other side and go down. But that's a long way off yet. Now let's make sure I get it the right way up. There we go. I have to get my board out. So here we are with the elephant puzzle. So I filled in all the blank spaces that were in here, because there was a few, and then I started coming over here. You can sort of see that there's a lion's face there. That must be his nose, a bit of his mouth. There's one eye. So his face is coming in. There's his mane going up there. That's nearly completed. So I'll just keep going over. I'll do all that lion, because he'll all fit in, and then I'll go up, and that one will, the elephant up there will eventually come in. And I think the tusk of the big elephant that these are in is only about here, so I should get that in too. Did I tell you I done 814 stitches, and I'm on 18.29%. Got a little elephant needle minder to go with it. Got that from Rachel. This is done on 16 count green Aida that I dyed myself. I took a chance and thought I'd dye some fabric, because I wanted a green because it's elephant and animals for outside, and I'm not doing the white for the background, so the background's going to be that green. That's why I thought of green. Okay, this must be Tap Dancer. This is the one I was working on yesterday. Got a cover photo. This is a Long Dog sampler. Now I've done the bottom row all the way to the bottom, like to the other side, just 2 rows of a flat border, and I had this little motif done. Excuse me. I've done the 2 in the middle, and I've started on this one. Now where it's got JL for initials, I've put my initials, SB, or it can be for Sharon and Bruce. So it doesn't matter which way. It's my initials or it's both of our initials. And on this one I did 1,301 stitches and I'm on 9.38%. So I don't think they turned out too bad. They're not stitched in the actual pattern, but I just thought I'd stitch them. So they're just stitched in 01. This is fabric from Colour Cascades and it's Garden of Eden and it's an 18 count. Looks like a bubblegum or fairy floss even. But I'm loving the way this one's turning out. This one I'm doing in 535, so you've got a cone of 535, and then the initials I'm doing in 01. I was going to just use white, and I thought, well, I wanted something to go with the grey, so I thought, well, 01's sort of like an off grey, sort of. So I thought that might go well, so I'll do that for the date as well. I'm undecided whether I'm just going to put the date that I started or the date of our wedding. Undecided. We'll see how we go. And that's it for my whips. Out of all them was 11 projects and 7,328 stitches besides Stargazer and Welcome to the World. Okay, before we get into haul, I might just tell you a bit about plans. Yeah, plans for next year. I have 23 projects that I have showed you that are going through. There are a couple of videos back. I think it's called plans. Now, there's a certain few. I want to stitch 23,000 stitches on my full coverage. So I have 13 full coverages. So I want to see if I can do 23,000 on each of them. Maybe. But there is 4 that I have different plans for. For Toy Shop, I want to reach 50%. Now it's on 38, I think it is, or 37 at the moment. I didn't write that bit down. But I need to stitch 58,900 to reach 50%. So if I want to get that goal by next year, by this time next year, I need to stitch 1,132 per week. So when you break it down, it's not too bad. So we'll see how we go. See, you hold me accountable to it. For Warmth of Home, I'd like to have a finish. Now, to have a finish, I need to do 30,971 stitches next year, which I think I can do. That works out only to be 595 per week. So that's okay. So if that spins up on the wheel every week, I can do my 595. Or if I do the 8 that I have already spun, then Warmth of Home, if that's not on there, then I will get that one out and I'll do my 595 per week. So that will be a finish. Australian map, I would like to be a finish because I'm nearly halfway there now. To get a finish, I need to stitch 43,628 stitches. And that works out to be 839 per week. So the same as Warmth of Home. If it's not called, and I've done the ones that are called, I will be getting that one out and doing my 839 stitches. Because I'd like to have that as a finish. So that'll be 2 finishes in full coverages. And then Hubble Bubble. I'm really loving Hubble Bubble because it just reminds me of Tiger. So I'd like to get to 50%. Currently I'm on 13.87%. So to get to 50%, I need, this one might not happen. I need to do 2,101 stitch per week. So that's only 2 days. If I have 2 good stitching days, because I can do 1,000 a day if I have a good stitchy day. So we will see, but I don't think I'll be able to get to that one. But the other 3 I would like to. So that'll be 2 finishes and 50% on Toy Shop. Now I didn't work on Toy Shop this time because I just didn't get a chance to get that one out. So we will see. Do you think I can do it? And then 23,000 on the others? We will see. 23,000 is not much, really. And that's over 12 months. So it can be doable. Normally I only stitch 5 days a week. On the weekends I don't normally stitch unless hubby's working, because we like to do things together and spend time together. Unless Unless he's busy doing something else, then I might pull out a small one. Not me big ones though, because then you've got to pull everything out. And I won't be sitting there for long if hubby's home on a weekend. So that's what I'm hoping for. So we will see how we go. I will keep that in my plans and see whether I can do it. I might just show you my knitting quickly before we do haul. Now, as you know, oh well, as most of you might know, I did a baby blanket for Jalen, our grandson. And his dad asked me to do a blanket for him for their queen size bed. Yeah, no worries. So I've started. This is the colour I used for Jalen's blanket, and I found another one the same, but it's a lighter. So what I'm doing is a pattern. So I've got the darker one, the lighter one, the darker one. And I'm going to make it to fit the queen size bed. Now this is just what I've done so far. It's only 80 stitches across, so it's not too big. But what I've got to do is I've got to do 15 patterns to go up. That'll fit from the bottom of the bed to the pillow. And I think I have to do the 15 patterns. I have to do 3 of these and then sew them together, and I think that will fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've done 7 on this one so far. Now I can do 1 ball in 2 hours. So I was trying to do 1 ball a day. I do my stitching, and then at night, once I've packed the stitching away, I'll get this out and I'll do 1 ball a night. So that's my aim. But we'll see how we go. It works out to be 45 balls on an average, maybe a bit more. That's just a rough guess of how it's going to be. Now it's microfiber chunky knit. I tried to get these in the shop. The shop's having trouble getting them, so I've looked on the website, and I can actually get them on the website cheaper than what I can in the shop, even with postage. So after Christmas, the beginning of the new year, I'll send away and get a box of the 2 colours. But I've worked out I need about 45 balls. 15, 30, 45, yeah, 15 per row. And that's the only way I could work it out, because I couldn't do the whole thing in one go because the knitting needles aren't long enough. So I thought we'll do 80 and then do that 3 times. And then all I've got to do is sew it up. So hopefully it works out. Okay, well, I got a couple of charts off of Facebook. This one's the Sydney Opera House by Artecy. A lady was giving them away. Love the Opera House, and so does hubby, so I thought this would be a nice one. Now she's already coloured the chart in a bit, but it's only with pencil, so it's all good. And Snow Leopard 2, which means I'll have to get Snow Leopard 1, or have a look for it anyway. And another Artecy one. So there'll be 2 new starts for 2024, because I'm not starting anything new next year. I'm just doing the 23 projects, and we'll see how many I can get finished. Like I said, there's 2 full coverages, but with the little ones, I'm not sure how many I can get finished. We'll see. I also ordered a couple of mystery bags from JK's, Janet, and these are what I got in them. I got some chronic, so that'll come in handy. 001J, so that'll come in handy. I got some of these DMC cottons. That's a number 5. Yeah, I'm not sure with these ones. Have you used these ones before? Because I've never used these ones. I'm not sure whether you've got to, because they look like they're plaited. Now, do you have to separate them, or do you use them as one? Good question, if anybody knows. I've never used these ones. That's $8.91. $4.45. $3.69. $8.68. Some beautiful colours. $8.34. $8.94. $5.02. $7.44. So some of these would be nice, but I'm just not sure whether you've got to separate the strands on them. $3.20 and $8.13. So beautiful colours. So if anyone knows, do you need to separate the strands or do you just use them as is? Like I said, I haven't used them before. I've only used the DMC and just the normal cottons. Now there was a bag of wool ones as well. Now in the mystery box it's just random. So you get whatever she puts in them. These are all still DMC 2766. These are just wool ones. So there's some beautiful colours. Beautiful colours. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but you can never knock back crafty supplies. So they're beautiful. There's a few charts that I won't do, so I'll be putting them in the tub for giveaways. I won't be doing giveaways today. I'll start giveaways again in the new year, and I'm going to do a couple every time because I've got so many of them. I got a timber frame pack, so there's 2 in there. I'll do something small to go in there. I got some Danico needles. So there's a book of needles. These are twin pointed quick stitch needles. Okay, I've never seen those ones before. So do you use these the same as you do anything else? The holes in the middle. Never seen those ones before. There you go. Another needle minder with JKs on it. There goes the iPad. Got some light effects. So they're quite nice. They'll come in handy. Now I've got a ho. Just a little Santa kit on a canvas. That one I might do and put on the tree. That's cute. This one is Little Dingo. It's a full kit. This one will go into the giveaway bucket. I have a bucket with a heap of giveaways. A kitty cat. A British short hair. It's another one that will go in the pack. And it's got the frame and everything in this one. Yep, and cottons and everything. So that'll be another one that will be a giveaway. I just don't do these sort, but that's okay. I don't mind putting them in the giveaway. Here's a tapestry kit for a puppy dog. That'll go into the giveaways. Then I've got some felt. So felt always comes in handy, whether I use it for making needle books, because I make needle books as well, or to go around the cross stitch frame. This is a vintage newspaper for creative embroidery. It's quite nice. I've never seen it before. So I'll have to give that a read, if I can read it. No, I think it's in another language. Okay, so when we've got some Lizzie Kates, Halloween rules, brew some fun and create a ghost. Oh, okay, so you can put them all together and make a whole banner. Oh, okay, I just thought they were all... Ah, that makes sense now. Mind your mummy and sit for a spell. Carve a pumpkin. Stay up late. Now I understand it. I've seen them and then I thought, well, I won't do those little ones. And I've seen the one on the back and thought, well, how do I get that one? But here it is. It's all together. Wear a costume. Eat candy. So I might stitch this one and then I'll pass these off. Pass the stash. Visit a haunted house and scare a crow. Now, I'm not sure where you'd get Halloween rules. For the bit up the top, I would have to ask the question. You've got to be able to get that and the border. That must be a separate one. But yeah, so I will stitch these ones. I might do these at Halloween, and then I will pass these on to someone else that would like to stitch them. And a couple of Heaven and Earth designs. This one's Fairy Bell by Maxine Gadd. This isn't a bad one actually. I don't know if I'd stitch it, but she is quite nice. So I'm undecided with that one. She's very pretty though. And this one is Christmas Blessings by Donna Gelsinger. Now I'll do this one because I love the colours in this. She's so pretty. That one I will do. She's 525 by 420, so it's not too big. The only thing is it's paper chart, so I have to go back to paper chart. Hope they're not in your way. Okay, this one's White Christmas Ornament. Undecided what I'm going to do with this one yet. This one is Historic Stitches. Could do that one to go on the tree. Let me just move these ones over so anyway. A Mystic Stitch English Rose. Lady Quaker Silhouette, designed by Sandra Sullivan. And then you've got Monasterian designed Willie's Quaker Band. So that one's right too. Now these all came out of, I got a $50 gift bag, which gave you a $20 gift bag free. So that came in those two. Oh, hang on a minute. And 2 little frames. And also some pins. So they always come in handy. So that come in with those two. So that was really good. Like I said, there's a few I'm not sure about. But what I won't use, I'll just put in for giveaway. So that's fine. I don't mind that. Okay, so now I'll spin the wheel and see what I'm working on, because the next video I put up won't be until the 4th of January. So let's see what I'll be working on. Now I said I'm going to be spinning the wheel. I'm going to choose 4 full coverages and 4 non-full coverages every time I do a floss tube. So we'll do the wheel together. So this is for non-full coverage. Let's see. Wild Menagerie. That's the one with the tigers on it. Just write these down as we go. Now I think this is going to keep that one. Yeah, it's going to keep that one blacked out. 16th Century. That's 2. Castles and Peacocks. One more on this one. And Stargazer. So they're Wild Menagerie, 16th Century, Castles and Peacocks, and Stargazer will be the 4 non-full coverage I'll be working on. Now for the full coverage, let's see what we get in this one. Breaking Free. Actually, I haven't worked on Breaking Free for a little while, so that's good. Tigers. It just help the choosing. That way I don't have to choose, because I like them all, so it's hard to choose sometimes. The Amazing Animal Kingdom. Now the 4th one should be Toy Shop, so we'll just see if it spins Toy Shop. Lynn Fox, okay. Okay, so that is the 8 of them. So I'll leave them blacked out. So that's the 8. So I'll be working on Wild Menagerie, which is tigers, 16th Century Castles of the Peacock. They're both long dogs. Well, Castles is a long dog. 16th Century might be the ABC one, and Stargazer's mirabella. Breaking Free is Heaven and Earth. Tigers is Artecy. Animal Kingdom is Heaven and Earth. And Lynn Fox Truck is one that my husband's done. So I think that's it for today. Yes, and that's the end of my planner. I'll have to get my new planner out. Okay, my next video won't be until the 4th of January. So that will be my next normal update. Next Wednesday, the 28th, if I get a chance, I will do a stitch with me. Not sure on what on, but we'll pick one of these and I'll do a stitch with me. If there's any particular one you want to see a stitch with me next week, just let me know in the comments. And that's the one I'll stitch on. Congratulations again to the winners, MrsMiggins, Susan Bartlett and Bronwynne Julienne. If you can give me your address, I'll comment on your comment, and my email address will be down below. So if you can comment, if you can send me an email with your address, I will get those in the mail. They might not get out before Christmas, but you should get them early New Year, depending on the post and where they're going to. I'm not sure where they're going to. So we will see depending on where they're going. I know England has got a stoppage on their post at the moment. I'm not sure about US, and Queensland is okay. Australia's okay, I think. I've had no trouble in Australia anyway, but I'm not sure about overseas, so we'll see. I think that's it for me today. Tiger didn't stay for long. Oh, he's asleep on the floor. Yeah, that's it. I'd like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, have a happy holidays. Spend it with family, spend it with friends, enjoy. Have fun, I guess. If you're off work, enjoy your time that you can with your family and your friends. If you're doing a lot of stitching, have fun with that too. I know I'm going to be doing stitching, but there'll be a few days when hubby's home that I might not get none done, but that's the way life goes, isn't it? I'd like to welcome I'd like to say thank you to all my subscribers and my viewers. Thank you so much for supporting me over this 12 months. Oh, just seen a notification pop down. I don't know if you see it. If not, it's okay. Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone for supporting me over this 12 months. I've only been doing flosstube for 12 months, so I appreciate each and every one of you. I read all your comments, I heart them, I comment, I answer majority of them. There's a couple that slip through the system, but as soon as I see them, I do answer them. Now, if there's anything you want to know, please leave a note in the comment. I'll put everything that I've talked about today, like the giveaways, all my projects, what I'm going to be stitching next week. I don't know if you want that down there. But yeah, I just hope everyone stays safe over the holiday periods. Well, I better go before I keep rambling on. Thank you again, everybody. And I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I will see you on the 4th of January. Thank you very much. Happy stitching, everyone. Bye for now.